What are my most anticipated movies of 2024? What's happening, guys? Back at you with another video. So, 2023 is gone, 2024 is upon us, and with that, we get new movies this year. So, you may be wondering, what are some of my most anticipated movies of 2024? So, in this video, I decided to go ahead and do my top 10 most anticipated movies. Now, I could have said plenty more of other movies, but I decided to just keep it at a top 10. But without further ado, let's get into this list. And coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be Maxine. Now, this is the third installment to the X and Pearl movie that we got about 2 years ago. And those movies were actually some of the on my list of surprise movies of that year. And I really was curious about those movies. I checked them out, remember watching them, and actually being interested in actually kind of liking those movies. The story that they were able to give us with both each movie, but just the way that those movies played out and all that. But with Maxine is going to be pretty much third installment, as I said, and it's going to be taking place after the movie X. Mia Goth returns to the role. So I'm definitely kind of curious to see what they're going to be doing with this movie and what the whole story is going to be. Coming in at the number 9 spot is going to be Abigail. Now, I recently saw the trailer for this, and it actually got me really curious and interested. Basically, the way the trailer played out was that we got this group of people who are hired to kidnap this little girl and take her hostage, and they are trapped within this house for just overnight. But it turns out this is no ordinary little girl. Turns out she's actually a vampire, and she goes on a rampage trying to kill all of them. So I'm definitely curious. I'm definitely interested in checking this out. You got a notable cast like Melissa Barrera, Giancarlo Esposito, and Angus Cloud, who this might be his last movie since he died. Rest in peace to him. So I'm curious. I'm definitely curious. The trailer got me interested. So this is one I'll probably be checking out. Coming in at the number 8 spot is going to be The Wolfman. Now, as this title suggests, this is going to be a retelling of the classic movie. Ryan Gosling was attached to be starring in this movie, but recently had to back out. But he still will be on as producer. But they went ahead and got Christopher Abbott starring in this role. Now, there's no finalized plot yet, but so far the plot's been reading that family is out in the woods or out somewhere, and basically the family has to protect themselves against a lethal predator. I'm definitely curious and interested in seeing how they're going to do this movie, as it is a retelling of the classic one. And just in general, I like werewolf movies, so I'm definitely interested. Coming in at the number 7 spot is going to be Nosferatu. And this one is going to be directed by Robert Eggers. And that's one of the things that got me interested and curious about this movie. Now, whenever I saw The Northman, I thought it was actually one of the best films of 2022. I believe it came out in 2022. I believe it was really one of the best films of 2022. The way that Robert Eggers directed that film with his sense of style and aesthetic, I thought it was very interesting. So I'm very curious and interested in checking this out with the way his style of directing is, the way he has his aesthetic. And it has a well-rounded cast with it, like Bill Skarsgård, Willem Dafoe, Nicholas Hoult, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Lily Rose Depp. And I just like vampire movies in general. So I'm definitely curious with that whole combination of Robert Eggers, the cast, vampire movie. I'm definitely interested. Coming in at the number 6 spot is going to be Alien Romulus. This one's going to be directed by Fede Alvarez, who also directed Evil Dead and Don't Breathe. So really, I'm hoping with this one, he's able to bring back a sense of horror and a sense of thrill back to the Alien franchise. Now, I really love the Alien franchise, except for, of course, a couple movies here and there that weren't that good. And I was actually curious and interested and almost invested in the whole storyline that was going on with Prometheus and Alien Covenant, but of course, those movies didn't live up to the standard as much. But with this one, it's starting a whole new. I don't know if it's starting a whole new story, but it's definitely not going to be taking place after Prometheus and Alien Covenant. It's not taking place within that story. So I'm just going to be interested in seeing what kind of story they tell with this one. Like I said, I love the Alien franchise. I love Xenomorphs. I'm interested in this movie and who's directing it also. So I'm very curious in seeing what they're able to do with this movie. So hopefully it's good. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be Joker Folie à Deux. This is a sequel to the 2019 Joker movie. Now, I'm actually in the camp that where I don't really think we need a sequel to that Joker movie. I thought it was just fine, just as a standalone Joker movie. And I didn't really need a sequel, but we're getting a sequel, and nonetheless, I'm still going to be watching and still going to be checking it out. We got Joaquin Phoenix return to the role, and we also got the added addition to of Lady Gaga, who's going to be playing Harley Quinn. So that's going to be very, very interesting indeed. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how she portrays the character, seeing how she is in the role. But I'm just hoping for a great movie, at least as great as the first one, if not better. There's been a bunch of rumors how it's going to be a musical of sorts. So we'll see if that's actually true or not. But nonetheless, this is one I'm going to be definitely checking out. And coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I really like the original trilogy that we got with Rise, Dawn, and War. That was a pretty amazing trilogy and great movies, great stories that they were able to do. So with this movie, I believe they said this one's going to be taking place about 300 years after War of the Planet of the Apes. We're seeing basically the apes taking over planet Earth already, seeing very little humans on Earth probably, and just seeing the way these apes act, they're more humanoid, they're talking, walking around. Looks like they were hunting down the remaining humans. So this one is definitely one I'm going to be checking out. Hopefully it's just as good as the rest of the trilogy, but this one's definitely one I'm looking forward to. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be Godzilla, Kong, New Empire. Yes, I still like these Godzilla and Kong movies from the Legendary Monsterverse. I still like it. I go to these movies just to have fun, see some good action and good kaiju battles. So yes, I am looking forward to this one. And the way that the trailer that they gave us, the way it sets it up, it looks like Kong and Godzilla are going to be teaming up to take on a formidable foe. So I'm definitely curious in seeing how that's going to play out. So yes, I'm excited for this new movie. I'm definitely going to be checking it out. Coming at the number 2 spot is going to be Beetlejuice 2. Now, I've been watching the first Beetlejuice movie since I was a kid, and I love that movie so much. It's one of my favorites. So to see a new Beetlejuice movie after almost 40 years or so, having Michael Keaton come back in a role, having Winona Ryder return, having Jenna Ortega come out in this movie, I'm definitely interested in seeing what they're going to be doing. So this one is actually one I'm looking forward to. But of course, coming in at the number 1 spot is going to be Deadpool 3. I believe this is the only MCU film that we have coming out this year. I love those first 2 Deadpool movies, and then we had the return of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Finally, being able to see that team up and that interaction between Deadpool and Wolverine with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Like, I could tell this movie is just going to be a lot of fun with all the rumored cameos also. I just hope they leave some surprises for us still when we go see this movie. And it was just announced that they just wrapped up on filming this movie. And big rumor is that we could get a little teaser for Super Bowl. So we'll see if that actually happens. But yes, this is definitely my most anticipated movie of 2024. I cannot wait for this movie. I'm so excited for this movie. Return of Deadpool, Return of Wolverine. I will be sat in that theater once this movie comes out. I cannot wait for this movie. I'm so excited, so hyped. Cannot wait. But that's going to do it for my list of the top 10 most anticipated movies for myself. Let me know down in the comments below what are some of your most anticipated movies for the year of 2024. But that's going to do all for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications on so you know I post another video. Hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see y'all in the next one.